Oh no, my camera has froze. Give us a moment. This is awkward. This was done very last minute, so I think I'm giving a free pass for this kind of stuff. Oh my days, 1 second. I will give you game audio in the time being. Welcome to today's competitive Division 2 match between 7DR and the 48th. We are here on Elsenborn Ridge in the lovely snow. One moment, I'm just trying to fix this. I mean, what am I going to do without a bloody... There we go. Right, bear in mind we have to do something real quick here. This is going to be speed running, doing this stuff. So hang on, let me just crop. This is going to have to be real quick. I'm sorry. That's about what it was. Okay, cool. And then we'll do this. Now you see the magic happen. It's not very exciting, but there we go. It'll likely freeze throughout the game at some point, but we'll oh sugar, that needs to come to the front. There we go. Right, I'm at my garrison. Right, let's get ready for wall drop in 40 seconds. That's lovely. Some game audio. And I think I'm just going to move myself a touch higher, a touch lower. Right, sorry about that. Like I say, I've come into this, for God's sake, very late. So we'll see how the teams are lined up here. Trucks are all ready to go on the Axis side, and we are on the side of Allies. So Allies are your 7DR, and 48 are your Axis team here. Midpoint is Road to Elsenborn Ridge. I don't think I've ever seen a comp game play anything but this midpoint. I guess the other ones are pretty open, not very nice. So this is Summit Rules, standard kind of spiel and script that you hear me say every time, but there is an Immortal Artillery squad, there are indestructible nodes, and the Panther and 75 are banned, restricted, not applicable. Got quite a few truck snipers waiting to go. A few interesting routes from 7DR. Truck snipe out. Now where are these landing? That's gone a little far to the east. I think that's out the map, if I'm honest. Yeah. It's a weird visual bug. Also, as a disclaimer, in future, for any of the teams, I do not stream the pre-game flip, so you can say what you want. I might be there listening just for the banter, but do not worry, it is not being streamed. Sneaky Luke's going around the backside here. This will cause a few problems for 7DR. Set up in a lovely spot, but if this Shifty and Diddley get their eyes on it, yeah, there you go. Ping is down. Tank backs up with nothing much to shoot at. 7DR pushing in from the valley rather than from the far west, but the medium tank is now rolling up and could maybe take down the Lukes before it causes an issue. Let's get into the thick of things. We've got King Kaz, Lone Ranger and Ninja Moo on the front door. Corporal Jojo, Corporal Rusty, bounce, pushing in on the side of 48. Ninja Moo and Ranger taken down by the Axis forces moving in, and they gain a bit of ground. Looks like 7DR is set up beautifully. Oh, is that a flare that just hit the ground? Lots of pings out. You can see this is going to be pretty tight. So yeah, sorry, this is a 30v30. Normally Div 2 35, but I guess it's just at the discretion of the roster. some hired guns, I think. Got Bumhead 2, moving up in the hedgerow here. I think 48, they've got some Zulu Squad Recon hired guns here. I wonder who he's with. But Bumhead 2 moving in. Didn't take me long to find him. Higgs. Oh, he's been taken down. I guess it was Woody, Shifty or Higgs, but good push there. Oh, there's Ross 89, so yeah, there is some... I thought it might have just been someone with the exact same name as Bumhead, but no, Ross 89 from Zulu Squad Recon also in here. So Bumhead squad leading, Ross on the AT. So it's not nice to see a squad like this, but 48th must be struggling to get numbers if it's a 30 game and they've got some hired guns in as well, which you never really want to see. Hope you guys sort yourselves out. And that is the initial cap over 27DR of the Desert Rats. We've got Rusty and Pingu now coming up against Crump and Posh One. Let's get down into the action. Headshot out from Posh One. Pingu gets taken down from Hadley in the barn. I think Bumhead 2 and Ross must just be in a two-man squad here. Haven't seen anyone else pushing up with them. But just keeping the pressure on the west flank. Along with a medium tank actually. I missed the medium tank position, but yeah, you see this out. It's a commonly used spot. Got P4 now. Oh, okay, it's heavily damaged, being engined now. And the AT will close in. Or the enemy medium will close in. Confirm the kill. Where is that medium set up actually? Where's the Sherman? Ah, Sherman just sat here in the tree line. Got Staff Sergeant Freeman, Doc the tank and Slash in the tank. Their first kill, possibly. Might have been the Lukes, I don't know if I missed that, but first or second tank takedown for them. Nicely defensive set, nicely defensively, a nice defensive setup. God, man, it's been a long day. Had a 3-hour drive today. So. Bumhead 2 is not giving up this western flank here. See that 48 are trying to spread themselves pretty wide and enclosing Elsenborn Ridge. The strafing run out onto the backup garrison between Farrhill Farm and the midpoint, of course. Seems to be a little attacking squad going up here. Got Whacked, Lone Ranger, Stylish and Ninja Moo. Getting 3 takedowns as a team. Wonderful teamwork there. OP is down from Stylish, so wants to kind of push into A battery from this area here. Furthest forward, is that a satchel? Furthest forward OP at the moment. Got Colonel Reddin over here on his own with 2 searching. Nimbus. Nimbus jumps the wall just at the wrong time then, a double kill for Reddin. Gonna get his OP down now off of this building for a push into A. So that's 2 attacking OPs down. 3 attack, no, yeah, just the two attacking OP squads the two attacking squads on those OPs. Spawn wave off of private dances. OP there. Got Chef Rimmerin and Asen Mitov. Or Asen. Bodies being traded back and forth here between these two squads. We've got Casey Jones joining the fight and leaving the fight. So yeah, it looks like the 48th have got a similar amount of defensive units to deal with. The why is that locked out? Oh, holy! What's going on here? Oh, that was unfortunate. Got a sneaky sniper, RSM Ginger. We did see it. Could have been an outrageous garrison takedown. Taking his time to respawn. Not sure if he's maybe pinging it. Ping him up. Yep. Asking the red chat someone to ping his body where the garrison is, but they are a little off. See, the comms would have been north of my body in the trench. But yeah, Bumhead 2, Ross and Pingu coming back for the defensive efforts there. I'm not sure if they'll find that recon outpost, which is going to be very sneaky. Sorry about the strafe and run miss, but I think it did miss. Don't see any down bodies over there. Oh, you get insta killed by it. No, never mind. So let's see, where do we want to watch here? We've got a bit of a to and fro in on midpoint. Medium tank is still up with the tank commander Freeman in the spotter seat. Looks like they're going to try and move forward now, but there is a Tiger tank lurking in the forest for them. Not sure if I don't think anyone's pinged it just yet. Where is the Tiger? It's right below me. There he is. So we've got We Massacre, Perky and Super in the tank, creeping it forward. And maybe an incorrect, yeah, there's an incorrect tank ping out there, but they have accurately pinged the garrison. Now a P-strike would get that taken down. Would it hit the tree? I'm not sure. Regardless. Tank is also pinged now. Tiger tank might be on borrowed time. Medium tank spins to get clear of the danger. I don't like this visual glitch. It's really annoying me. Yeah, the tank commander's jumped out. Not sure if it was the scout. Or maybe it was out to repair. It looks like he's just died there. Back off a garrison. Yeah, garrison. Oh, they were satcheled. That was the issue. Looks like Lorenz. Let's see if he's got a rocket on his back. Oh, Freeman jumped out and is through the field actually, but yeah, we've got the satchel AT here with the MP40. You'll see that Lorenz satchel off onto the medium tank, leaving one less threat for the Tiger to deal with. Many sat on defence right now on the road to Elsenborn Ridge. Sorry, Elsenborn. I've always called it Elsborn. Don't know why. Don't know why. Elsenborn Ridge. Feel free to correct me in the comments. Betty Boom with the elimination onto Lieutenant Bounce. Bouncing his way back to respawn. There is kind of a two-pronged attack going in on the road to Elsenborn Ridge. Sorry, I've had like a weird itch. A few takedowns from Rusty, moving into the point. Just Shifty left in the three-story building to defend. Looks like the cap is coming through now. Let's see what happens here. We've got Matre and Hadley now coming back to support. Whoever I mentioned to the north there, Matre. Sorry, you're no more. Currently got half a dozen of the 48th on road to Elsenborn Ridge. Hadley putting in a shift, and Shifty putting in a Hadley. There we go. Defensive efforts not going too unnoticed right now. There may have been something mentioned in the pre-game about defensive efforts. I think it was Higgs actually who mentioned the defensive work. The great takedown onto Winters, but Rusty still lurks. Oh, proxy satchel off onto the three-story building there to take down Shifty and a transport truck. Not helping anyone there. Oh, Crump and Higgs both taken down at the same time. Bombing run now coming out, and that's going straight across the attack in front of 48. So that's 7 DR's bombing run. The point has flipped, and I did miss that. I'll hold my hands up. Maybe a little mistake. Yeah, the point has now flipped in favour of the 48th. And they'll now try and get a defensive set. They've got supplies coming down on the barn building. Looks like Purple Knight's going to get that up. What's a T-Sergeant, anyway? If you know what a T-Sergeant is, I don't know. The Sergeant. I don't know. Don't know all my ranks. Clearly not very well educated. Sorry I missed that, Diddley. We were talking about army ranks for a moment. Diddley do Nimbus. Nimbus doesn't last too long out in the open. It's just Perky playing solo in the Tiger. And Diddley just taking cover behind the wreckage. He just needs to splash the floor. Get the elimination. There you go. AT eliminated. Tiger survives to defend the point, and now there's been a quick. Oh no, never mind. They have been repelled out of Farrow Hill Farm. Sorry, Farrow Hill Farm. Looks like Ross on the attack. And you know what? Let's do check in with Higgs. Check his positioning of his OP. Yes, lovely. Well, nicely hidden. And Higgs now the defensive squad leader here, so he will be watching out for airheads, flanking manoeuvres from 48th, and communicated it back to the team to let them know if and when they need to pull the units back. Very important job. Not everyone likes doing it, but not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear dusted trench coats and white helmets, and are called Corporal Higgs. Look at this. It looks like he's sniffed out the attack from Bumhead and Bounce. Bounce gets headshot. Great shot from Higgs. One of your best shooters on defence, it looks like, at the moment. Oh, and Bumhead predicted the move. This could be the move from the 48th to cap the 4th point. We're just 20 minutes in now, if we're not including the warm-up period. Private Chef and Ross moving in on very different trajectories towards the 4th point, and there is some cap progress on the midpoint. So we'll leave this 3v2 over here and Corporal Higgs' defensive masterclass, and we will look back at midpoint, where there seems to be a big push from... well, no, there isn't actually. Let's get my colours mixed up. But to be fair, there's been a big spawn wave from 48th to get back on defence and keep the midpoint in their ownership. Nice spread of defensive units here. Matra somehow running up to Pingu. Got Pingu and Winters. And I think he just panicked a little bit there. Pingu's a little confused as to how there was enemy in that position. Oh, and he's not thinking about it anymore. Without a brain. Kind of see the way that 7D are trying to attack this, trying to come in from the sides and squeeze in to the strong point. Also, I will not fly too high because the storm is going to make this very difficult to see. I appreciate that things can get a bit choppy when there's lots of things going on the screen. I apologise for that. Annoyingly, I'm limited by the Xbox's processing speed, which is a bit shit. That's also why I've got this above me in that little black bar, and also why I've got that in the top right corner over there. I have to like use windowed mode. It's stupid, but anyway, that's my complaining over. Let's get back to the action. A little bit of a cap race going on. We've got Woody, Ranger, King Kaz, Ninja Moo, Redin, Ginger, and Teabag all smothering the midpoint, and now it looks like Betty Boom's going to be joining the fight as well, getting on that cap weight. Yeah, there isn't many spawn locations for the Axis forces right now. I don't think they're going to get back there in time to make too much of a difference, but there is a little attack going. I say little attack, it's still a threat to the where the hell have I gone? There we go. Yeah, Ross Bumhead. So it's just two defensive units from 7DR here, so if they lose that mid-fight point, excuse me. Yeah, if the midpoint doesn't get capped here, they are in trouble. They best hope the reinforce is already out. There's also a bombing run coming through. We should see the plane coming from this direction. Maybe not. Has it already happened? No, it hasn't. But anyway, the point has flipped. And I do have a feeling that this bombing run is going to come through a little too late for the 48th. Yeah, here she comes. Bombs away. Let's see if King Kaz gets caught in this. Oh, some friendly fire by the looks of it. Oh, King Kaz running just clear. And the two taking cover in the barn building also survives. So that's, that is a blank with the bombing run from 7DR. Sorry, 48th. Sorry. I can't be responsible for putting bad moves onto the wrong people. Yeah, not the best bombing run there. Red Paint 83 running up to Totori. What's going on here actually? Oh, okay. 76 now rolling up for the 7DR. Slash jumping on the repairs whilst they are stationary. Slash the driver whilst the gunner and the tank commander take killing responsibilities. Looks like there is a P4, is this? Yeah, P4 now moving up. Sergeant, I'll apologise, I don't know what SGM is. Beans! Anyway, Beans is chasing the P4. P4 is going to run straight into the 76. They've heard it fire. They are looking in the direction of it. There's actually a Sherman and a 76. They've actually got a shot in the back of the 76, which is very beneficial for them. However, if they don't kill it with this next shot, I don't think they'll... Okay, that's very, very good from them. That rocket needs to be a little earlier from Ninja Moo, but it still is an eye for an eye, albeit a bigger eye lost for the 7DR. They do still have a Sherman, and I'm against the Sherman's fighting the Tiger. Yeah, so it was one medium heavy matchup to the reverse fixture. Speaking of fixtures though, hot off the press, if there's any Southampton fans in here. Haha. Anyway, we'll keep this to hell let loose, shall we? Looks like the... whoa. Not sure what Diddley was doing there. Not sure if it was intentional, but did just team kill and then get killed by the tank, which was a little strange, but maybe there was a tactical play in there. Quick redeploy possibly, who knows. Lieutenant Bounce has somehow managed to sneak along this wall and will come up against Sterling. Do you know what? We'll follow Bounce. I'm sorry, I know there's a bit of action going on, but I do like these. Oh, if you're gonna lie down there, I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, sorry, mate. We'll go and watch the west flank because I haven't really given this much attention. We've got Alexi and Betty Boom. Betty Boom just took down. There was something there. There was certainly something. I saw the... Anyway. Patching up after that gunfight. We've got Private Dance, so let's get down into the action. See what Betty's got on her sleeve. The Tiger tank does... Sorry, that's a Lux. Yeah, Lux. Bit of a wild run there, risky, crossing the road. But on the hunt for spawn locations. Private Chef spots Betty, takes him down. Keeps the western flank fairly clear. The Luke's under fire from Shifty, and Shifty with the confirmed kill.
Beautiful teamwork. Beautiful teamwork.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Diddley. Beautiful teamwork, absolutely. Indeed.
Fucking
A-team, you heard it there. Do you like blue chat shenanigans, by the way? It's not a bad thing. As long as it doesn't violate Twitch's terms of service, I'm happy. Swear all you like. Just don't offend anyone. We do have a blue chat Chris here, but I don't think he's...
Hi Bees, you still there?
Oh, Looks like Hadley's been
Watch
the
out,
scout.
Hadley, watch out.
Being the scout for the tank unit there. Asking where the Tiger is. The Tiger is still there indeed. Hadley's probably going to come up in red chat now, calling out killed by... no, maybe not. I guess they're in a white chat together. Hopefully the comms have cascaded through different teams. But the 70, it's Sherman, isn't it? Sorry, it's the medium. Medium. Some strange manoeuvres in the barn. Kind of want to see where this goes. We've got the gun. The gun is just looking. We'll be searching for the Tiger, which I believe is somewhere over that hedge. Yeah. It's the Tiger. Oh, hang on. Euronymous is... is that I don't think I've ever used that word before, unless it's not a word and it's a play on your name. Is on the AT class with rockets available. Great shooting. Bazooka away into the side of the Tiger, hindering its mobility. Tiger does turn. Great work there, taking cover. There's no point in exposing your position. The Tiger is forced to retreat, and that will certainly hinder the attacking force from 48th. Got Bumhead and Ross on the attack. There is a garrison ping, which is... ooh, it's fairly accurate. Yeah, it is accurate. It's right on one of the tin. It's right. It's on the bloody coffee maker. No, it's not the coffee maker. It's on the canteen. Peace strike onto that would be beautiful. And that is the attacking garrison. So have a quick look at the map and see what the spread's like. So we've got a very nice spread of garrisons from the 48. You know, they've got some radar set up, and also Staff Sergeant Winters is on the defensive work, taking out the attacking garrison. The recon probably got up, but now the recon from RSM Ginger Beans pushing in from the back, but Raspberry's moving in and claiming ground. Bumhead 2, Private Sun, Rusty and Dance running on this north-south arrangement road. A battery is under attack. Flare is up from RSM Ginger, which is going to help a little. We're going to get 2 pings on the flare. The garrison is locked out. Midpoint now flips. Is progressing to flip in favour of the 48. So the defensive garrison's going to get lost here. I think Trooper might get back in time. I am 500 metres away, so we'll see what happens. RSM Ginger gets the avenged kill and will now take down the Gary, or has taken down the Gary. And the cap progress is really coming through for the Desert Rats here. Casey Jones, Ginger and Red in on attack with Euronymous 666. And on the defence we've got Purple Knight and Pingu with a reinforce, but it's not going to be enough right now to prevent the cap. Also the defence on midpoint is coming through. Cap progress being thwarted. Infantry pings out, and that's fairly accurate onto Pingu. Everyone's going to have a pretty easy time keeping an eye and keeping tabs on him. Pingu jumps in the trench. Euronymous will hear it. going to be a little bit of a back cap from 7DR, with Ginger really leading the charge from the recon class with the flare and the outlandish outpost, sorry, which has since been taken out. Oh no, sorry, no, it hasn't. It's still there in G9, and that is the 4th point capped. A battery taken by the Desert Rats. Let's see how the 48th reset here. They actually do not have any garrisons up at... Oh, sorry, they have one garrison up at the moment. Nothing on the attack, really. Just the lone garrison between the 2 points, which I wouldn't exactly class as the attacking garrison. Kind of a hybrid. If there was another one back here, then it would be the attacking garrison. Yeah, fairly big spawn with off of the Gary there. Hey, what do you know? The P4 is just rolling up. Oh, it looks like Euronymous might get an easy pick off here. No messing about from the Desert Rats, and straight away they've got a garrison up on the A battery. Supply cache, the next point to attack on the western side of the map. So it'll probably be fairly concentrated between kind of Baker Squad and A battery and supply cache. That'll kind of be the triangle of fighting going on, really, unless Item Squad get another flank garrison or a flank outpost up. Very good shape from 48 to reset that quickly. OPs are up. Another defensive garrison now up on the back south side of supply cache. A battery will be difficult. There is a Tiger rolling in. I don't think the Sherman's going to have a very good time here. Yeah, ricked. Tiger gets one in, and all it needs is one more. The Sherman is going to be scrap. The Sherman is indeed scrap. Will the Tiger have the same fate from Ninja Moo and Diddley? Come on, you guys, you've done the teamwork before. Let's see if you can teamwork again. One rocket from Diddley. That'll do it. That'll do it, come on. The AT awareness from these guys is great. Oh, and someone else got it. It was Casey Jones. Running off victorious with the prized weapon in their hand. Before they swapped to the rifle, of course. Reckless getting a few repairs on the P4 before trying to get it retreated. I think it might be an engined, in which case you can just tap it's called tapping the engine. You can just like repair one point of it and 1 HP point, and it will then operate back at, well, more so than first gear, or it'll operate well, God, I don't know what to say, man. The engine won't work on 0 HP, but it will work on 1 HP, is what I'm trying to say. P4 is just backing up. It is being covered by Bounce at the moment, but Ginger won't be able to do much to the tank, but apart from spot it. Got 4 squad leaders in the area, but two AT units, got Euronymous and Ninja Moo. Looks like 7DR setting up nicely on defence, but the 48th have now got a bit of a flanking garrison way out in the hills. Some good 450 metres away from the strong point. Right on the map edge. All the OPs seem to be going down over here, and what they do not want to do is commit everyone to this eastern side of A battery. That is very much the last thing you want to do here, leaving your front door wide open. Recon plane comes through for 7DR, and this may give them the intel, unless they think everyone's sat in the red zone. It may give them the intel to really send an all-out attack here. Here, battery is getting pushed by Rusty and Jojo and Trooper. Ready, the commander getting stuck in. No backseat commanding over here in a 30s game. Oh, supply truck. Alright. I don't know what the noise was. Teabag taken down. This will be half an hour late, by the way. I've seen your message, and it's no problem. I don't think I've streamed for the Desert Rats before. Maybe I have, but I think it was early days. But yeah, welcome on in, Master B. Hope you are a bee who is a master of fellow bees and not a abbreviation of something else. Looks like 48th put up a good fight on A actually, so the flanking push coming in from the east has caused a few issues for 7DR. Only Hadley, Euronymous and King Kaz now sat on the defensive point. Rocket out onto the P4. P4 splashes the ground and team kills their tank crew in the process. P4 now crippled and limping on the point. Unable to... I don't think they're able to run here. I think they were on hull repairs rather than engine repairs, but if King Kaz has got a satchel, his P4 is toast. We massacre. Yeah, that's it. Oh no! Cover from either Red Paint or Jojo there. We've got Major Crump. Yes, Major Crump taking down Nimbus. It looks like that's very strange that 7DR have a garrison setup which is essentially surrounded by 48's OPs, and the cap goes through onto A. Sorry, completely didn't look at the progress bar there. I was not expecting that. I thought that Desert Rats were going to get their shape back. Let's have a think here. So, initial cap to 7DR, 48th capped mid, 7DR recapped mid, 7DR capped A battery, and now 48th have capped A battery. So we're on 5 caps up to now. Within the, well, at the halfway mark now, 45 minutes in, we've had 5 caps. I wonder if there'll be 5 more. Stay tuned to find out. Grab yourselves a drink. It's about time for me to grab myself a beer. If you're new here, around usually less than an hour remaining, I have a beer. So I'll finish this. And we'll get cracking. Looks like the Desert Rats are responding well here to losing AA and have sent things forward full force. They've got a very good garrison set up there in D8. That's going to come in handy for a two-pronged attack coming in from the front door and the back door. Tank set up in lovely positions too. Pretty much Overwatch right now. Rimmerin gets taken out by Beans. Possibly someone else if it was further afield, but appeared to be Beans from the range. It's Ginger found over here. Oh, he found the garrison. But the strafing run cleared the danger. Beans takes out an OP and the poor soul who spawned on it. But at least he kept his eyes on it. Knew about the 3-second rule. if you don't know the 3-second rule, it's if you take down an OP and someone is spawning on it, there is a strange timing where with the OP destroyed after 2 or 3 seconds, someone can actually spawn on it still. Go on, Beans! Oh, unfortunate. The last one, Rimmerin, stands up to Beans in the shotgun. Either just put a satchel down. But hindsight, call me Captain Hindsight. It's like Rimmerin just redeployed there. Not required in that location. I guess they want everyone on the attack or on the flank. 2 tanks coming out. We've got a Tiger and a Panzer IV now coming out of mid-spawn. Already pinged though. Already pinged by House Squad, which is Colonel Reddin. P4 moving up along with the Tiger. So we Massacre Super and Perky probably not thinking they've been spotted in this location, but they have been accurately spotted. The 76 is sat fairly far back. Sorry, just sending a quick message out, and just like that, the P4 gets taken out by, I guess, the 76. Yeah, great sight line from the 76 just there. It did take some fire in the process. They've just ripped a shot from the Tiger tank, which is fairly impressive. They were angled. Sergeant Slash out for the repairs, but little does he know Lieutenant Mr. Nimbus is on the prowl up this hedgerow. If he just takes a look to his left, he might be wondering. Yep, he sees the leg of Slash. Or does he? Yes, he does. It's like a Hitman play, that. Just kills and runs. Never to be seen again. Hellhound now. Oh, sugar. He's got a satchel. If he's got a satchel, Higgs needs to... Higgs with a great shot there. Just saved the 76 from being satcheled. Point is contested, so the numbers are pretty tight right now on A battery. If one team or the other gets an extra in the strong point. Oh, hang on, big spawn. Well, 3-man spawn wave off of the defensive garrison there. One taken down. Major Crump falling victim to Rimmerin or Lorenz. Not sure who. '48 have cleared A battery a little bit. Rimmerin, Chef and Alexi. Glad to have a couple of you 7DR fans in here. Guessing fellow members of the clan that couldn't obviously play due to the reduced numbers. It's not nice when that happens, but well done for you guys for, well, I don't know if you volunteered, but DL guys, chill out, man. Yeah, 7DR got their support in the chat tonight. Let's give the stream a sub.
Yeah, we get one more.
Hang on. I have got the where's my? There I am. Sorry, we will be back in due course. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for the follows. Thank you, Smash. I missed whoever it was before that because I was sending a silly emote. So we're not overly serious on this channel. Don't worry. Oh, Woody gets hit directly with the. Wait, hang on. It's friendly fire. Was Woody a noble sacrifice? Who knows? But 2 taken out. 2 raspberries and 1 blueberry. .48th pushing into A, but not being able to hold the ground. Reinforces out from 70R, and the 76, sorry, has been satcheled. Maybe. Yeah, I think Chef may have got a satchel on that. The way he's running away. .70R have stabilised. What's going on back here? A little cheeky decoy ammo drop there. I do like doing these kinds of things, but yeah, an ammo drop out to lure in the defensive units of 48th. So we've got Euronymous, sorry, who is overwatching the ammo drop, and Reddy is still running towards it. I think he's realised. He hasn't realised. He's still going in. I guess you can't be too safe, but it is a decoy. It's just an ammo box. Just a box of ammo. I guess he'll still destroy it in case anyone was planning to use it for rockets or flare. Oh, not flares anymore. After the update. A nice attacking set of garrisons from 7DR. That's wonderful. Providing they've got alternative spawn times, as in around 10 or 15 seconds between each one. At the same time, or a couple of seconds different. You don't really see the use out of one of them, as people just want to spawn quickly, unless they are specifically a flanking squad. Sorry, I've got a bit of an audio bug here. Not sure what the echoing was. Also, my mic will do that occasionally, so sorry again if that's been happening. A battery looks fairly deserted right now, and there are 6 players in for the 48th, loading into the A battery strong point. On the flip side, we've got Totori, Hadley, and Tate. They are holding the obvious angle, whereas Betty Boom and Woody appear to be approaching from the flank through the trenches. Lone Ranger and Matret spawn on the defensive garrison. Private Sun sat in a cheeky spot but gets taken out fairly quickly. And now Lone Ranger, Woody, Betty Boom getting into the thick of things. Woody taken out. And Betty Boom. Daytona, Winters, and Alexi. Can they be the trio who can cap A network? It doesn't seem like they're going to get very far with that at the moment. Looks like 7DR have had the defensive units respawning in. Doesn't seem to be anyone really. There's only three players on attack. Well, 5 if you can count in Teabag and Casey Jones, who I think are going tank hunting, given they're both. Sorry, one's an AT and one's support. Colonel Redden in a cheeky spot gets the double kill onto Winters and Ross. It's the triple kill. Okay, let's stick with Redden. He's going to get himself patched up. Let's make sure he's at full health. Go on, Reading. Causing a right pain in the backside of 40th right now. Oh. Return bounce, sent back to deal with the danger. Bumhead 2 spawning again on defence or moving from his position. The Axis supplies are down for the defensive Gary, which was taken out. You know, for a 30s game, I think 7DR have played very well with getting scouts up there and getting the intel and information they need to safely push in and attack a point. So well done. Kudos to the recon squad, who seems to have been everywhere. Where is the item squad? There, down there. RSM Ginger. If RSM Ginger's a friend of words. RSM Ginger's probably a friend of RSMB, I'm guessing. Being the same rank and all. Is it like something Sergeant Major? I don't know. Ginger, honestly, has probably ran a marathon already and there's half an hour remaining. Which reminds me, so Rimmerins spotted the threat. Pardon me. A lot of them on defence though. They've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 11, 12 on the screen now with Winter spawning in. So there's 12, which is almost half of the entire team on defence for 4 attackers. Whereas on the attacking point, you've got kind of the reverse fixture there. So you've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 attackers, and you've got countless defenders right now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There was 13 defenders, so they're heavily outnumbered. I mean, they do have a tank, actually. Thank you for the tank ping to remind me, but yeah. There is a Tiger on the attacking front. But tanks need infantry support to be very effective. So, anyway, one moment, please. Also, the green screen's going to fuck up for a moment, so just ignore that. Just ignore you can see that right now. That's not a thing, alright? Oh, whoa. I'm back, and magically... Whoa, that was strange. I cut my hand off over that. Right, let me just open this beer. If you are of age and you are enjoying the stream, why not grab yourself a beer and join me? Tank is getting pinged repetitively. Anyway, cheers guys, cheers, thank you. Lovely stuff. Recon playing out for... Oh! P-strike! P-strike alert! Oh, it missed. Very often we get to cast accurate P-strikes in the comp games, but need to drop in from the other side, I think. I'm not sure if it hit the tree before it hit the tank, which was unfortunate. It is now on the recon, both of them. There's the heavy and the medium. Pardon me. There's going to be a few burps here and there. Given the gassiness of this liquid I'm consuming. Look at this defensive work here. Good to see it. Not getting too overextended or overconfident with the attacking. Just playing it slow, nicely set up. Lovely garrison network. I wish I could draw, by the way. If you've seen me before, I used to have like a drawing tool and I could draw on the map. But now, if I try and swap windows, to do it, that happens. So I can't do map analysis anymore, which is really a shame. But we can still do it with the cursor. But you can see we've got the backup garrison where the commander is. We've got two backup defensive garrisons, a nice line of 3 defensive garrisons through the A battery point, and then a forward garry, which is on an off angle. And obviously we've got Euronymous putting a shift. Bumhead 2 is on the hunt in the back line, which again is eating up some valuable resource of 48 because knowing Bumhead 2, spectating him and playing with him, I can understand why he is one of the few hired guns here. What I'm trying to say is he's a good player. And what they're doing here, he is being utilised on the very far back defensive role, which isn't, I don't know if it's intentional, but it's not where he's going to be most useful. You need to claim some ground, 48, and the way to do that is to put some good shooters up front, spot the tanks, rep stations perhaps, keep tanks alive. But hey, we've got 7DR fans in, so hey, no, I'm joking. I'm very neutral with the streams. I don't favour one or the other. Tank ping just about on the P4, but Casey Jones gets 1 in. Oh, Diddley's going to get one from the other side. He's going to get caught in a crossfire. Unfortunate to hit the verge there. Diddley. Let's see his rocket away. In on the side. Can he get the next one up over a hill? Can he lob it? Oh no, the P4 is running in the opposite direction now. Probably is too far for an accurate shot, but you know, do you know what? Diddley's been playing very well on AT. We've had item squad guy, Ginger in the back, and then we've also had Euronymous, was it? They're currently my 3 top players right now. Warrant Officer Diddley. Ginger and Euronymous. Very good players. Everyone's been playing a great part here. Oh dear. Possibly a satchel going off. Oh no, maybe it's the Sherman getting the kill there on the P4. So the P4 only ran as far as danger. Not sure what that was. The strafe run was about there, but must have been for some reason, maybe a satchel or something. As for 48, I've seen Mr. Nimbus getting up there on the flanks and really causing a problem for 7DIs, being in all sorts of positions. Nimbus on the binos, using all of his utility. What is it? What do your elf eyes see? Looks like he sees Crump. And Higgs set up on the defensive. He's probably pinging them through. But they are not the only defensive units there. And this could be impossible. This could be. I read the chat. This could be a difficult push for Nimbus. Bombing run away with an airhead combo. Ginger obviously somewhere near to help cover the airhead. I'm not sure if the airhead was getting pushed. There is currently no one in the area. Looks like this is the push for the 5-0 win. Obviously, if you're unaware, the scoring system in this, obviously we'll just do like one team example here. So it could be, you could win 3-2, you could win 4-1, or you could win 5-0. And it's like goal difference in football. The more you win by, the more points you get in this. So essentially, you get an extra point for every extra point you claim, if that makes sense. But also, you'll lose a point for each point you don't own. So if you're going to lose 4-1, but you need 1 point to be above someone else, then you could just settle for the 4-1. Like you could, if you get what I mean, it's like point based. So you could have a lot of close games and you could be mid-table, but you could lose them all 3-2 and be like mid-table. In theory, anyway. Bumhead v Diddley, two Titans. Bumhead coming out on top. And the airhead may have been an issue here for 7DR. They've moved some forces off of defence onto the airhead and left the door open. Do you have an airhead coming out from 48th directly onto a battery, but I don't think it's going to last too long, given that Watt's in the exact location it's going to drop. And we've got Matra closing in on the area, along with Totori. Sorry, there was a bot to ban. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. They're like vultures. Mine, 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 mine. Airhead gets instantly taken down. Flare up there. 2 flares up actually. Not sure if there was a call for flares. But if the chat are correct, and I do trust you, but a 5-0 win would move Desert Rats up to 4th in the table, but it obviously does depend on what the rest of the pool do in round 9 of this competition. Or league, I guess, is the correct phrase. So they will be pushing for the 5-0. 4-1 is still good though. Great discipline though, not getting ahead of themselves. Great shape, they've got a good pocket of infantry right, well, east and west. And they've got tanks supported in the middle with a few infanteers. The Sherman is retreating back, and the 76 is set up. Sorry, there's 2 Shermans, sorry. We have got in this one Dingaling, Chris and Marcus. I think we're the tank crew who were fucking around in the barn at that early stage of the game. So 2 Sherman tanks patrolling the defensive point. Recon plane out. Interesting one. Supplies coming down as well onto Captain Tatori. And they are ally supplies. I'm not sure if he thought they were enemy supplies there, but Private Dance. Tatori spots them through the hedgerow, takes them down. Not much work to really do on the flanks here. Looks like oh, hang on, spoke far too soon. But King's squad have pinged the threat with a move mark. So the tanks are repositioning to have a look over. And RCT Winters with the medic revive here onto Super. Playing the non-corpsman class, the standard medic. People are dropping. And Winters is trying to get his fellow soldiers back in the battle. Smoke grenades out. You see, this is like the perfect thing for me to cast here. So, good smokes there, covering both the angles that they were receiving fire from. But also putting the smoke in front of your revived target is the key. So you want to basically cut off the sight line by throwing the grenade beyond the dead body. Because if you throw it on the dead body, you'll receive a grenade or a rocket or a tank shell to the cranium. So yeah, you always want to throw it like when you're about 30 meters away from them. If you throw it at a 45-degree angle, the grenade will go about 50-55 meters. So then you get a good bit of good 20 meters or so beyond the body as a safety net for them to basically mess up their shot or their rocket or grenade. So yeah, there's top medic tips from Highway to Heal. If you are enjoying the stream, then tomorrow night we will be hosting Wednesday Mean Wars. I don't know if like I should have worded it like that actually. If you're enjoying it, I will be streaming. If you're not enjoying it, then I will not stream. No. If you're enjoying though and you want to tune into another Highway to Heal Hell Let Loose stream, then tomorrow is the Hell EU Wednesday Means War, where we have a mashup of a lot of the clans that play in this league. And they just have a one game mess around. Sometimes it's balanced and sometimes it's incredibly unbalanced. So they're good fun. They're good fun games though. A bit chaotic. Not much organisation as the comms aren't always there and there's no match plan and stuff. So. Also, if you are unaware, we are on a 30-minute delay here, so anything in the chat, I will respond 30 minutes later, so just bear that in mind. If you're like, why is he not responding to me, or what's he not reacting to what I've said, or whatever, I'm seeing your message half an hour, wait, which way is it? The person you see here sees that message half an hour ago, but it only comes through on the stream now from me. Yeah, my response is 30 minutes. Who cares, man? Let's watch the battle. Winters is still on the medic, and I love this. This is a good point to attack A battery from. Claiming this house, we've got a P-strike coming out onto the medium, and it's going to hit, I think. That's very fortunate for Desert Rats to keep that medium alive. I mean, you don't get much more direct than that. I think it hit about, it killed the tank repairer, but it must have hit about there, and they've survived. That's very, very fortunate for 7DR. They do have a 70, like the other Sherman, they are also on fire, with modules down. King Kaz, sorry, itch. King Kaz trying to push the flanking Gary, but guess who's got it covered? Sterling's got it covered. OP is down. Garrison up. I'm going to guess they are assuming, never mind, they were expecting a stray front to come out, but no, the garrison is down. Sterling. Daytona was lurking by the tree, but did not hide well enough from Sterling. Great eyes. Sterling and Ninjaby now clearing up this eastern flank, getting a flare out to ensure there's no one remaining. We do have a bombing run airhead combo out again from the Desert Rats, and the bombing run has cleared a path into the point. Got SGM beans sat in the... Oh, okay, this is a pretty risky area. Winters gets eyes on. One sacrifice from Diddley. No, Betty Boom whacked Ginger and Beans, who survive. Betty Boom taken down by Lorenz. Now Whack turns for the revenge kill, but Bumhead 2 has the flank covered. 48th Commander taken out by Ginger, and Ginger now sat alone to defend the airhead. Well, this could be the ticket for the 5-0. Another spawn wave through. Diddley taken out, Ninja Moo and Betty Boom the lone survivor, and that might be the end of the attacking airhead. There are grenades coming out. Bumhead 2 pushes for the takedown. Bumhead 2 confirms the airhead demolition. That's a funny little setup. I always find it quite amusing when stuff like this happens. So we've got on got a Gary there on this side of the blue line, and then we've got a Gary there on the red side of the blue line. Defensive work from Foley has actually been pretty impressive. I would argue that's why 7DR have struggled here with their airheads and just attacking from the flanks, really. I think that Foley, they've got kind of all bases covered. They've done very well. The only issue with that is they're not going to be able to push it out, especially having players like Bumhead 2 and Rimmerin who... Oh, thanks Dex. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry. If you are new around here and you do enjoy the stream, I stream a fair bit of Hell Let Loose content, given, well, be it tank only events or... Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I stream tank events or tank only events, which is done through the KRTS server. I stream the Wednesday Means War. I stream a couple of the Hell EU games, and I'm looking to try and get into Summit games as well, which is the 49 V49 tournament. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words, guys. They are not wasted when you say nice things. I mean that. It's lovely to hear that people enjoy watching the content. God, that sounds so soppy. Right, back to the battle, eh? Yeah, you can see just from the map that there's just, I think there's 2 attacking squads for 48th, and only a handful on attack. They've got so many lumped in on supply cache that it's just going to be so difficult to take in the last 9 minutes. So coming down to the wire for the 5-0 win. Just 9 minutes left. Oh, thanks Dex, man. Means a lot. I know that people like to watch these back and spot themselves, and I know that you'll be kicking yourself if I've not captured some of your moments, but I can only apologise, and the only answer is really get me in for another stream and watch the next one. I mean, Diddley's done really well. I mean, unless we get a real upset here, or like a double cap, I think this may be 70R's win at the moment. It's looking pretty difficult for 48 to really push out from their supply cache point, or their last point. They've got all their OPs down up there. Only 2 OPs are in what would be the red zone for them. There is supplies down. I'm not sure whose supplies though. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Stimpy spotted them. He may be heading.
Yeah, we get one more.
Thank you, Mr. Cal. Mr. Cal, the newest follower. Thank you very much. And yep, the Allies supplies coming down. So Stimpy's going to get a map edge garrison just as a radar to make sure nothing in the 48th have liked using that corridor as an access path to A. And it has been somewhat successful, and it has dragged bodies back. So I think Stimpy's probably just trying to get that set up as a last 7-minute radar. Casey Jones playing on his lonesome. Takes down Red Pain. Got Private Chef. Private Chef's actually been pretty decent. I think I've called out Private Chef a few times, and I don't think I've seen any bad players. I think it's all been killing. There you go. Calling the postman because he delivers. Alright. Good job, Posh One. Killed the postman. Nah, I don't know what happened there. So I think he was reloading. Trying to think now for players of the match. RCT Winters has been a shift. I think RCT Winters was hasn't really been mentioned since playing Medic, to be quite honest. Lorenz has been in a lot of the fights. Rimmerin has been very active actually. Rimmerin's been in a lot of it. I think Lieutenant Bounce has been pretty good for the 48th. 5 minutes to go. We'll just note down Lieutenant Bounce for the 48th player of the match. So just bear that in mind. Unless something crazy happens, we'll keep Lieutenant Bounce in that slot. What's this? Recon plane? No. Am I missing something? I can't see anything on the bombing run. Oh, I can see that. A bombing run and a strafe run and an airhead. But all Hadley's done is stand outside of the bombing run range and is now Higgs and Hadley on the defensive. Higgs now, I think there might be a spawn wave off of it. No, there is not. Do you know what? Higgs is an honourable mention. I'm going to be honest. Higgs has been great shooter, great defensive mind. Like, has always been there, taking down 2 airheads, I think, which is pretty good work. Maybe 3 if he was on that clusterfuck one where there was like 5 people on it. But Higgs is an honourable mention. But I'm sorry, a defensive player can't get player of the match, especially when you're winning. Well, actually, no, you've done your job well if you're winning 4-1, as they have not capped. But I think Diddley's up there with morale raising speeches, like taking out tanks. He just died, however, but it's by the by. Very defensive now. The Desert Rats. I think the game here is settling on 4-1. RSM Ginger though. RSM Ginger has not been out of the back line. However, the artillery is not manned, and that is a worrying thought. Ginger is just harassing HQ2, and I'm not sure where the artillery's gone. Both teams don't have artillery actually. Is there a rule I'm missing, or in 30s is it more beneficial to have an extra player than the artillery? I would argue, yeah, we haven't actually seen the artillery. Maybe they agreed to not. I wasn't. So to be fair, I was called in with an hour to go, right? So I don't know what the full discussion was when organising this. I can't have any input onto the game parameters here. Yeah, you can see the split quite clearly here. On the right side of your screen, it's going to be majority blue. On the left side, it's going to be majority red, and that is attack and defensive, respectively. Or Axis and Allies, respectively, I should say. Shifty with a long-range rocket into the Tiger, I think. Yeah, Tiger tank. Shifty with a second rocket into the side of the Tiger, and will the third take it down? Third rocket away, and it just lands short. Casey Jones now spawns in with a fresh rocket launcher to finish the job. The Tiger tank heard. Oh, I'm stuck in the trees. I think the Tiger tank has heard the 3 rockets away. Oh god. There we go. Posh one with the satchel. Teabag. Teabag with the apparent cover fire, but lets his teammate die, unfortunately. And with less than 2 minutes on the clock and no cap progress on either, that is the final score there. We have a 4-1 win for 7DR on Elsenborn Ridge. Well done to all involved for 7DR. Congratulations. A step closer to moving up to 4th position, I imagine. I haven't seen the table, but I'm just going off what people have said in the chat. My player of the match goes to this player all the way over here. Oh no, was my microphone quiet? I'm really sorry. Oh dear me. Well, we'll get it up. We'll get the microphone increased for the last 1 minute of the stream. RSM Ginger is the player of the match for the Desert Rats. Let me just say sorry here. Whoa, sensitivity. RSM Ginger, player of the match. We're going to go with Higgs as honourable mention. And Lieutenant Bounce is player of the match for the losing side, which was the 48th. Very unfortunate to lose there. Your defensive work was really well not to lose 5-0, but I know you probably don't want to hear that. But yeah, enjoyable game. Thank you for letting me stream. Thanks for getting in touch. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you would like to see more of this content, do well, if you're watching on YouTube, you can like it if you've enjoyed it. No pressure. And if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, see more. God, it's so loud. The game audio is so loud. Right, there we go. If you want to see more, then subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, and if you wish to support me even further, you are very welcome to subscribe on Twitch. Yeah, that would be great. But no pressure as usual. Oh, you can see my green screen. There you go, lifting the curtain. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Really enjoyable. Really love the interaction in chat. So thank you guys for making it enjoyable. I'll see you guys in the next one. I am streaming Wednesday Means War tomorrow. So yeah. Right. See you later, guys. Have a good one.